What is up, folks, and welcome back to the Global Speedrun Association, where we've got Tabascoth versus
Hey,
Paracusia from Blue Esports
Mario!
in our 70-star Division 1 league. I am Electric. Here with me, Scotch and Tie Guy, for whatever reason, masquerading as Shantastic93. Hopefully, as excited about this race as I am. How about it, Scott?
Oh yeah, definitely. Para and Taba both big hitters. Good guys here in the 70-star league. Taba, unfortunately, closer to the bottom of this league standing. Para, on the other hand, doing a nice job so far. These guys pretty evenly matched though. So Taba looking to grab a win here. Para wanting to grab a win as well. And it looks like we've got the start here right now.
Me, Mario!
Yep, excited to see how this one shakes out. Now, this game is not WoW Classic, which is what Para has been spending a lot of time with recently, so we'll have to see how those wizardry skills manage to translate into the Mario world. But Taba still keeping up the practice, of course.
Taba on that Japanese version, though. Para also on the Japanese version. So both these guys stepping away from that 1 second time save that you get on the English version.
Yeah, as Para has said to me before, I do not own an English cart, in all caps in the chat.
So we need to start a GoFundMe to get Para and Taba both English cards so that they can correctly do 70-star.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, a runner like Para definitely deserves an English cart.
Well, here we are off to start now. Lakitu skip. Real quick, get it done. Both these guys, nice and easy.
You never really expect that to be a problem at this level, but it does happen on occasion.
Bomb clip now. Again, nothing too difficult, but we have seen runners have difficulty with this, so want to make sure to pay attention to this one. Big bomb on Para's side, medium bomb on Taba's side, so Para able to catch up just because of the speed.
Yeah, not a huge difference, but Taba just a little bit less holding on to that lead. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say Taba 12-7, Para 12-6. Is Taba on VC? No. What's more than likely happening is Taba is using passive splitters. So from his console's composite connection, he just has a basically like a headphone splitter connected to both his TV.
Oh no, Para taking a little bit of damage there.
A big bonk as my internet cut out for a second for no reason. It's just been happening all day.
15-7. I mean, that's 3 seconds over your typical 12-7 that you're looking for. So Para right off the bat. Falling a little bit behind Taba. Heading into Womps now. Right off the bat, heading onto the tree, going up top, looking for Owless on the Taba side. Para doing the same.
You pretty much come to expect it from these guys to go ahead and go for something like that first. It can lose you a little bit of time if you're just having a bad day with it, but for these guys, it's always nice and clean. And now you cannon this from Taba. Para going for Pro Cycle 100 coin. Nice landing right up. I'm missing that side flip. Cheese rating with 153. Shoutouts to the Queso gang. Para just gonna go.
Kind of a bummer there on Para's side. Not too clean of a start. Not something that you want to see, obviously. Taba was getting a little confused there. Wasn't sure if he needed to collect that wild blue star.
Yeah, just a generally weird 100 coin from both of these guys right now.
Yeah, Taba going for that half cycle.
And very, very nice backup with the half cycle. With where the rotating platform was, it was really, really tight, but he managed to make it work.
Both these guys able to clean it up. Fortunately, Para probably falling a little bit further behind with that.
Para going in for cannonless, full setup. Oh, misses though. Has to go for wild blue as a backup here.
Yeah, kind of a bummer when you miss that.
Yeah, especially with full setup. I mean, full setup should be consistent, but every once in a while it just decides not to work for whatever reason.
It's almost RNG to a degree. But Taba grabbing wild blue this time around. Not confused at all. Para.
Right now, Para has to have it work this time. Doesn't really have a great backup to go for. Very nice.
Yeah, fortunately getting that on that second try. You know, you don't want to have to go all the way back around and reset up for it again.
Yeah. Taba with a nice fence clip triple jump movement up to Womp. Pretty standard at this level.
Choosing to clip through Womp instead of going for that kick movement around. Right underneath the star.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the going through the Womp to what Para's doing over here. It lines itself up very, very well for getting yourself over to the star. And Urs in the chat. That's exactly right. Taba going to the top of this big old fortress. Missing the fence clip. Nice long jump back up there.
Oh no,
long
Taba!
Jumping right off the tower. Oh, you can see the pain on his face.
Oh man, that's such a bummer. I mean, it was right there for him to collect. And he long jumped just straight across it. Not able to collect it. And a sink there for you guys as we finish up top of the fortress out of Womps now.
Lead now because of that sink. Wow. And now the door opening exactly the same. I think Taba has a mild lead. Para with the missed side flip. Taba about a second ahead. Let's see. 12-6 from both.
Going to come down to how quick these guys and how clean they can get it done if Taba's going to hold on to this lead or not. Para not wanting to take damage this time. Doesn't.
12-5. Very
Wow.
nice from Para.
Super quick there on Para's side.
Now we got wing cap stage. This will probably be a race to really show the potential time gained or lost. Para's video feed having some issues for some reason. We'll get that resynced for y'all.
As Para's video feed comes back, Taba getting wing cap done. Tech skip is cleared. And we will be heading into Dark World just like that.
That's the absolute worst time for a desync that I've ever seen, because they were so close that any time gained or lost on wing cap would have been very obvious, but unfortunately not today. We don't get to see that side-by-side arcs comparison. Taba, kind of interesting here, going for a little bit of an oblique angle in order to get the long jump faster. Normally you just go for a straight on angle, but you're having to do what's called long jump strafing, which ends up reducing your more of his speed going towards the switch.
Getting the sync up for you right now. Oh,
Para
bouncing
out.
back out.
Yeah, wants to stay out of that trapdoor. They're still basically synced, though, just about a second and a half apart or so.
Had he not missed that trapdoor, they might be completely synced up.
Yep.
Both going for safe shigs.
And Para not even going for the speed kick, like.
But Para definitely making up a significant bit of time. Para going for the safer cheese block.
That poverty shig. Not losing too much time, though.
Two very, very good Dark Worlds, though, from these guys.
Oh, yeah, just still neck and neck on that Star Collection.
Well, into throws. Gonna depend on how many throws these guys, or how many spins these guys decide to go with. If any throws are missed. Got on both sides of the screen. Taba with a slight lead, heading out Dark World.
Yeah, now let's see if that gets retained through Skyjump and CCM, of course. And Paracusia showing off the wonders of Australian internet yet again.
Yeah, really unfortunate that we having problems there on Para's side. Got it back now. Taba into BOB. Last time we're in here, quick little sky hop.
Nice little speed kick strap from Taba. We'll have to get this resynced for y'all again.
Wait, Para is going into CCM.
Not doing Skyjump. He remembers this time.
Wow.
Shows off the door strat. Slide kicking back through a door will, unless it's a loading zone door, let you go back into the previous area with no repercussions.
Yeah, must have completely forgot that he needed to do BOB Sky Hop, so he won't have to go through the animation, but definitely losing a little bit of time there due to castle movement.
Here we go!
Yeah, to add on to what the sensible streamer just said, I've talked with Tabascoth a few times in person. We met up at Pace. It was my first time meeting him, but he told me regarding his name that because Tabasco is fairly expensive to import to Austria, manages to get a really, really interesting backup. I'm glad he was able to land back on solid ground rather than having to take a death here.
But just like that, Para taking the lead because of that mess up on Taba's side, but only slightly.
Yep. But because Tabasco is so expensive to import, he's taken to just eating raw chilies at this point to get his spice kick.
Both these guys helping out this little penguin who is very lost. I mean, these guys are less than a second apart at this point.
Yeah, this is so close. The star with like on the same bounce, and Taba in the lead. Missed.
I mean, just simple mistakes in the swap of the lead yet again. I mean, this is the fourth lead swap in this race. Probably the second or the third one in just a couple of minutes.
Taba with an interesting camera angle to go in the slide skip. Meanwhile, Para, confident in his plus, going to go for CCM 17 instead. He should have bought some Tabasco sauce while he was at Pace. I'm sure, like, he probably didn't have the luggage space for how much he needed. And I don't know if anyone's selling bulk gallon jugs of Tabasco in Maryland near where we were. I could be wrong, though. I mean, there could have been someone. They're going to go ahead and miss the... kind of hard to get coin, honestly. It's pretty difficult to get those coins and get the Lion coins right after for the shortcut.
be finishing up with the required number, though, 98 coins. So safe and sound there. Taba, on the other hand, getting this 100 done with the Penguin race. Signature of the CCM 18 route. Para getting CCM 17 done, though, heading into BBH just a little bit sooner than Taba.
Taba narrowly getting that line of coins before the arch. He was very, very close to missing. I mean, that's fair, Troy. Or he even could have like ordered it before the event so that it got shipped there during the event and gotten free shipping. Taba gonna show off this pretty interesting backward sliding strat to go grab the star.
It doesn't lose any time, just a little bit of swagger.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to gain like half a second or so. I mean, when you're in a position where you're having to wait for the penguin at the end, you know you did it right. Or you did the ending well, at least.
Para, Big Boo on the balcony is bopped just like that. Taba heading on over to BBH to do the same.
Your grandpa really likes hot sauce, so for Christmas, once you bought him a massive thing of Tabasco. That's sweet. I once bought my dad some hot sauces that were featured on Hot Ones. They were really, really good.
Para going to be finishing up. BBH not able to get that first round pound on the star, though.
We got Taba taking care of a Boo here. Screen's so dark we can barely see the mansion.
Heading downstairs. Para going to be grabbing Mips. And as we said before, Para doing CCM 17 has to do 2 pluses. You know, here in race situations, you know, these guys have gotten really good at pluses, but still not something to scoff at. Nice little punch grab there on Mips.
Is Taba going to be finishing up his own BDH? Mario's nose clipping right through that fence like it's no big deal. Now, Para going in on first plus. Gets a big bomb. The regrab, a just instant flub somehow. Not exactly sure what happened there.
Yeah, big bummer there. First try on the plus, missing it. He still has 2. Goes for a top the pyramid instead of the typical Talon backup.
And Para's really practiced that backup doing the slide kick method instead of the standard long jump off the pillar that we've seen a lot of people use. Probably saves about a second or 2 with that backup.
Big bomb this time.
And gets the ground pounds. The double jump is good. A little bit too far left. He's adjusting on the pyramid, and he's in.
Taba going for his plus.
Going for the more standard traditional setup rather than the Tama. The double jump is good, and he's in there. All right.
Taba should be taking the lead here just based off of that. But Para able to recover.
They're still extremely close. Now, Para being on JP, he has to be aware of that sound glitch. It's not too hard to account for, especially with 120 star experience.
Taba, weird camera angle there with the Talon.
What was the routing difference? Paracusia went for 1 less star in Cool Mountain, and instead opted to do a really difficult trick known as Pillarless in SSL twice instead of just once. And so after this stage, the routes are completely converged. In fact, at this point, the routes are totally converged since both of them have done both of their Pillarlesses, and Para has done both of his, respectively.
Well, heading into LLL once again, a lead swap as Para took that death in SSL. Or excuse me, didn't take the death. He messed up on the first plus.
Clean reds from Taba. Meanwhile, Para having a little bit of bobble with the red hot log roll and goes for the fence clip movement, though misses the star. Has to take the deep recovery. Now Taba will go in on the log rolling as well.
Good speed. Gets a direct shot there on the star, not even needed to flip over the fence. Para pro setup here for lava boost.
Oh, kicks
little too
right over
far.
the edge though.
Yeah, just a little too much speed. He's gonna go for the elevator backup now.
Yeah, and a nice setup for that backup too.
Taba pro setup as well.
Yeah, that's actually the, it's not used super often, but that's the Akira boost. Whenever you go up on the right side of the waterfall instead of the left, that's considered the Akira boost instead of the pro boost. It's only like, I think half a second or so slower. It's not that much slower than pro, but for some people it's a lot more consistent.
Para able to get this the second time. Good clip there through the pole. Collects the star. Taba, elevator.
Very nice elevator roll out there.
Did he just take a swig of hot sauce?
That is the biggest, most water bottle shaped bottle of hot sauce I've ever seen, man. Nice triple bully dispatch from Para.
Oh no, Taba unfortunately grabbing that moving cage, and he gets a backflip instead of a ground pound, and these triple bullies giving him triple the trouble. Oh no, he's got to avoid taking a death, gonna collect some coins to get some health back, but finally able to get it done.
And Para misses the second long jump going over towards these triple bullies. Gonna have to go for single instead. Probably what he was going for initially. Commentator, you know, completely clueless with these internet dropouts. Para taking a death after the bully dies. Oh, man.
Yeah, just one of those blocks falling, and if somehow him finding that gap.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't totally understand what happened there. I mean, I felt like he got a good jump going on. I just don't know what even happened there. I almost feel like he guided himself into that hole, but it was just such an F. Press F to pay respects, chat.
Taba going to be heading over into DDD, but not before he takes a bonk and he kicks at the wall.
And another bonk.
Bonks. Yeah, just weird castle movement here from Taba. Taba taking a quick little booty burn. Able to avoid it by glitching kind of into that puzzle piece. Just like that, we are into DDD. Couple plugs real quick as we move into this area. Exclamation point schedule for the full schedule of everything that GSA has going on. Exclamation point bracket to see where all your favorite runners are at. Exclamation point YT and exclamation point YouTube for the YouTube channel. All the reruns are there, clips included. So if you missed a run or if you just want to rewatch something, make sure to go subscribe to there. And of course, we've got merch, exclamation point merch, shirts and hoodies, and then we've got Onyx.
Yeah, Onyx, not just a precious stone anymore, also a currency that you can get from playing app games such as World of Warships and Golf Clash. And with 500 Onyx, you can get a free sub to your favorite channel, which we know obviously is the only Twitch channel 24/7 streaming speedrun content. And that's us.
Yeah. That's a new thing, 24/7 stuff. You know, you get to see task stuff on Tuesdays, world record run on Wednesdays, and then you got other stuff going on around the clock. Taba going for that front sub cue with the camera. See right means you're going left. Oh no, bad camera there. Just turned the camera a couple too many times.
Yeah, I think he was going for right side, just didn't quite get far enough to the left of the front of the submarine. You can it's not a super 100% consistent trick, but Pear's going to be going for it as well. Let's see what side he goes for. Looks like he's going for the more traditional. Nope. Left side camera, but right side of the sub.
Very nice. And Taba taking care of this Mantis are going to need to stay away from this vortex. And speaking of vortexes, Dorian heading towards the Bahamas and the east coast of the United States. If you live there, if you live in the Bahamas or anywhere near where it's at, please be safe. Thoughts are out to those who are affected by that storm. Into Fire Sea now. Taba.
Oh, misses the long jump and not able to get the double jump to back up. Off of Lava Boost, off of early LEs more than likely. Falls off the platform, not able to... Oh, he takes a death in Fire Sea. Oh, man. Para now in the lead again. The driver's seat just getting worn out with all these lead changes. Probably going to have to replace the leather sometime soon.
I will just replace it with that, not leather, that just normal fuzz.
Yeah, the cloth interior. Honestly, I don't like leather interior, like leather seats or anything like that. Like, I'm a very hot person, and so, like, leather just makes me sweat, and this sweat stays, and it's just awful. But, like, cloth seats, that's where it's at. It doesn't make me sweat like someone that's in Fire Sea.
Taba, unfortunately, missing that lava boost because he missed that 5th red coin, but he can still get these early LEs. Nope, not anymore. Took too much time getting up. Having to wait now. Para getting Fire Sea done and done. Gonna be taking on Bowser now.
Yeah, no, at least Taba's going to be able to get a good ending despite not being able to hit early LEs and taking a death in Fire Sea. That's a rough lead change for Taba. Para probably going to be working his way out of the key animation by the time Taba's able to get in to fight himself. And just not able to get on top of these platforms in order to collect the star. Just going to go ahead and take a burn. The extended rage pauses at this point. He is in a very deep degree of tilt.
Para heading out of Fire Sea, out of the fire, into the water, wet dry world. It's Taba. Needs to finish up this Bowser fight. And
he tries for the half spin, but misses, taking the very extended rage pause, trying to make some sense of the elusive characters on screen.
You know, regardless of the rage pause, staying pretty stoic. Gets the glitchy grab on Bowser there.
The double-double from Paracusia. Beautiful stuff. Sorry to interrupt, but it's a rare phenomenon, and when it happens, you just gotta call it out. And Para has already missed his safety coin in Wet Dry World 100, but he's still pulling along pretty nicely. Got 2 coin boxes and a Chucky RNG to deal with. And the amp just right in the wrong position for him. Not able to get the side flip, getting caught up on that geometry a little bit. Oh boy. The coins are raining now. The amp shocking him, but in that frozen state, still able to collect the coins he needs. But it's a dirty 100 coin for Para.
Yeah, really tough middle section there from Para. But he's able to recover, able to hold on to the lead now. Taba deciding not to start with 100 coins. Going to be going for this triple jump. Wall kick, gets it first try. Breaks the box.
And kind of an interesting optimization that's a little bit hard to notice. Taba entered the cage there on the left side of the opening, and for whatever reason, that causes the camera to actually center up a bit better, so it's easier for you to get a good angle on your wall kicks afterwards. It only wastes, I think 3 or 4 frames. It's not very much time loss at all, but it's very helpful for getting a good camera angle. Taba not getting good RNG with these coins, going to decide that safety is better than being sorry, and circle back around for that first.
Skeeter, not too far away from that blue coin path. Para going to be working on his own triple jump off the cage. Not able to get it, so he's going to be making his way around now. Taba able to avoid the amp. Making up a little bit of time there based off of Para's own 100 coins. Has 1 extra coin, in fact.
He's able to go for the semi-risky chuck it throw. Here, moving up to the top of the town here.
That triple jump wall kick off the cage this second try, though. Just trying to stay as optimal as possible.
So now we've got the easily hardest star in the entire game, shocking arrow lifts. You know, that dive going into the second dive there into the warp, just so precise. And then of course the jump and ground pound. You have to be very, very meticulous with your timing. The window is not very wide at all.
Para into THI now. Notorious. Many people saying that it in fact sucks.
You know, what's your opinion on it then?
I mean, it definitely sucks.
Thank you. See, the way you said that, you tried to separate yourself from the people that said it sucked.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that made me think you were one of the traitors.
I lower myself every time to be amongst the people and recognizing that THI definitely for sure sucks.
It's just an awful stage. It's just not great. I mean, what even is this Goomba painting? Well, like Goomba father and Goomba son collaborating, laughing about how crappy their stage is.
Taba having difficulty there with the clip. He's going to opt to do around the mountain instead of
Oh, I was gonna say Para ground pounding that Goomba instead of the long jump. Kind of thinking that he's in the middle of 100 coin, need to ground pound those Goombas for blues.
Taba able to get the kick this time. Going to be taking care of these secrets now. Para, on the other hand, working on Piranha Plant's Rage Pause. Just kind of hooping around in his seat. Takes a moment. That's his thing. He takes the Rage Pause. You know, I last season, in the beginning of this season, I was very much against the Rage Pause for Taba, but now, I don't know. It's his thing.
See, I can understand the need to rage pause, but at the same time, like, it just... thinking of all the time that it's wasted, he would still probably be behind without the pauses, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as severe as it is right now. It'd easily be 10 seconds in his favor.
Well, he's going to be taking care of these prone planets as well. Para into TTM, though. Kind of the high point in the physical and metaphorical sense for this upstairs section. Gets breezeless first try.
Yeah, and that was super close to clipping back out of the fence. I thought that was going to be a fake out, but Para does manage to land it. Now Taba going to be talking to a Toad and then joining Para in TTM. Para having to use 2 wall kicks for his waterfall star, but still manages to work out fine for him.
Taba with the clip. Going for the wall kick. Just fine. Oh no.
Oh, slides back down the... Oh man.
Yeah, just not getting high enough there. He's gonna have to kick his way up, play it safe. Oh no, just not able to get it the second time either. Para, though, getting on top of the mountain just fine. Now he's able to
He is able to make it behind the waterfall. Needs an extra wall kick, but that's okay.
That's definitely a tough one, for sure. Para taking the box. Gets that one.
And interestingly enough, Taba turning off his cam after that. I guess just doesn't want to see the, or doesn't want us to see the rage going on, which is totally sympathizable. I mean, he's had a lot of just really, I don't want to say dumb mistakes, 'cause I'm not saying he's dumb, but it's just like he's making mistakes that just you wouldn't really expect to see, you wouldn't really expect to happen, and it just, they're infuriating when they come up.
Para, really nice reds. Did the rollout there from the mushroom. Isn't able to get the ground pound to finish it up.
Yeah, Taba with some really nice reds too. A nice,
essentially mimicking. Oh, unfortunately not getting that last red coin though. He's able to finish it up though. Para into SL, excuse me. Oh, and the bonk as he goes for the wall kick.
oh, just not able to get his way up there for this backup. Oh, falling all the way down, having to take some Mario digging himself out of snow action. Oh man, this is the type of thing that Taba has needed for a long period in this run. Had a lot of mistakes from Fire Seat onward, just hasn't quite been able to untilt, but this is an opportunity to gain a little bit of a lead on Para. Taba with breezeless. Oh, not even getting a half clip into the fence. But meanwhile, Para messes up the whirl from the freezing pond.
Lots of pausing there on Taba's side. Para able to recover though. Both these guys a little out of sorts.
You know, Taba can make up some pretty decent time over Para, and even though Para's 2 remaining stars are fairly easy, there can still be some room for error. Taba having to take kind of a backup approach.
And just a bummer of a kick there.
And Taba is able to make it over this try.
Para going to be heading downstairs now into HMC. Precursor, the gatekeeper to Tippy. And Taba just narrowly missing that ground pound on the box to finish up. And kind of interestingly, not able to get the star based off that ground pound, just might have been a pixel below the star. It should have been, it looks like it should have been an easy grab. Punch grab, Para. Showing it off. And Taba. Doing a different route to get deep freeze done. Doing it casual. That's how you do it when you're not speedrunning.
Yeah, he tried going for that sliding strap, but it just, after that didn't work, he seemed to just kind of...
Para. And a little bit of a wall grind there, not able to get the second long jump. Oh, unfortunately not able to get the side flip.
Yeah, and he knew exactly where he could dive to be able to land back on solid ground. Gonna go for Christmas Miracle instead, but not quite able to get it with the triple jump. Let's see how his side flip goes. Not able to trigger the switch.
Both these guys starting to get a little bit worse for wear. As we get close to finishing up now, you know, just kind of this game, this race is starting to just break these guys down little by little. Taba with the bonk.
Yeah, with every mistake, Taba really seems to just descend further and further into the tilt. Just keeps stopping over and over with each of these mistakes. And I could certainly sympathize when you've been on a bad run. It just gets to a point where you don't really even want to play the game anymore. But in a race setting, that's one of the skills that has to be developed is working yourself past that, and at least being able to retain like a neutral mindset throughout the run.
Well, and it's like you kind of come up with ways to do that, right? You say, you know, you finish up a star, and in between grabbing that star and firing Mario back up, you kind of take a second and say, okay, get it back together, collect yourself. You have the muscle memory for the rest of this stuff. Just move right along. Taba with the triple jump off the box, just fine. But it's still tough because you know you have, 20, 30, 40 more stars to look forward to. Each harder than the last.
Hero with a beautiful right side amaze. Now Para gonna head on up to Tippy. Taba not too far behind, just 2 more stars in HMC. Of course, we've seen Tippy bring people for a ride. Let's see how Para fares here.
Taba going left side here. Able to get it just fine. Gets the roll out into the star. Pretty nice.
And the glitchy wall kick from Para to start us off here. Beautiful Lakitu bounce. Has to take a little bit of extra time on the pole, but that's totally fine. That grab is really, really fast. Nice ending. Beautiful Lakitu bounce from Para.
Taba getting right past these boulders. Gonna be joining Para in Rainbow Ride now.
Para with some nice reds in Rainbow Ride. And as soon as I say that, misses the kick from that 7th red.
Just not able to get that kick. Gives you the momentum to get out of that section over to the 8th red coin.
And Para pulling out his signature single star swinging in the breeze strat. Getting burned on the way through, though.
Able to get it just fine, though. Taba trying to go for that wall kick off the block. It isn't able to. Opts for the ledge grab. And unfortunately is falling down to the carpet.
He gets denied that kick. That's, oh man. I really don't like going for that kick for that exact reason, because taking a fall there's another 10 seconds easy. Para, tricky triangles, the most infamous of bonks. Gonna go ahead and just reset the timer. The timer's pretty short. Para side flips just a little bit too narrowly.
Into TTC now. Only going for 100s to start.
No safety red from Para. Not super common at this level, but I see a lot of people just go ahead and take it. Just in case the box doesn't behave your way.
Blue coins got moving on up to that 70, 80, 90 coin range. Tricky little area.
Very, very nice movement over the triangle platforms. It's at 90 coins. Jumps off the very edge of that platform. Beautiful TTC 100 from Para.
Always nice to see that done almost perfectly. Taba, tricky triangles, gets a side flip, saves a little bit of time there off Para, who had a little bit of difficulty.
And now Para up only by a TTC 100. It's about a minute 10 or so start to finish, including all the cutscenes and such. Para having some issues with the pendulum here.
They're just not getting on the right side of the pendulum. Literally, you want to be a little bit further to the right there.
And Taba getting started with his 100 coin. This is the sort of moment of truth for his tilt. Seems to have a decent start so far. As we know, the later part of the start is really where you can lose serious time.
There you go. Oh, a little bit weird RNG there. Unfortunately there on Taba's side. So needing to collect this box. Oh no, and takes a dive.
Into the kick. Oh man. Oh my, that's a gap. At 92 coins.
It's so difficult.
Oh,
I mean, that's legitimately the worst place to take a death right as you get to that 90 coin area. And
that's just,
I mean, he found he almost saved himself, but found that gap. And I mean, that's really the worst. That's as bad as it gets in 70 star.
no doubt about it. Even if he would have survived that fall, the time loss from that And then the
Did he just
bonk
clip?
instead of the blue coin switch just frames too early on that ground pound.
That was such a weird ground. It almost looked like he clipped through the blue coins thing. And looks like we're going to see a forfeit on Taba's side. As he goes for
BLJs instead. The run is now invalid, unfortunately. And that is a DQ using BLJs to his advantage.
Yeah, really unfortunate that he decided to do that and not finish the run. But he can do BLJs well, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was very, very fast.
And not able to get that roll out, unfortunately, past the switch. Gets it this time. And Para going to be taking the W. But just needs to finish up the run to confirm it. Taba trying to move
going for
right
moving
side.
right. And so now we've got Para in sky as well. They're very close together, albeit Para with a 7-star lead and, of course, advantage. Para having some issues after the elevator here.
Moving right side, Parrot moving left side. Might have a close finish.
Yeah, Para going for that triple jump to move up an elevator, but unfortunately,
trying to go for that faster movement there across the stairs, not able to get it. Goes for a triple jump dive. And an unfortunate ending, you know, you don't like seeing, you don't want to see someone DQ themselves just like that. You'd rather them have them finish it up, try to grab some points, but throwing away points just like that, Paragon would rather get a lot of points finishing this up.
yeah, and Taba not even winning with massive air quotes. Para able to get that third throw out just a little bit faster, and Taba's just going to jump right off the stage.
Yeah, so that's going to finish it up here for Taba versus Para. Make sure to stay tuned. We've got one more race tonight, Rock Chalk versus Ouija. Pretty nice little matchup for you, so stay tuned. We'll be back in about 7 minutes with some more 70-star league action. Both me and Electric will be in the booth, so we're not going anywhere.
Yep. Stay tuned, folks, because we'll certainly still be here. Peace.